Welcome back to the Popcorn Hour. I'm Matt. This is James, and today we're ranking our favorite Spider-Man adaptations.
T.
So we're filming a lot today so that we can have some backlog for when my new baby comes, and I'm dealing with that instead of dealing with this. So f- I guess you could go through your. We did our movie news already, which comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
But if you want to go talk about your what you've watched, and then you'll hear it again on Friday for movie news.
Yeah. So I watched. I'm not gonna go as much in depth. Watched Marty Supreme. Josh Safdie. Very good job. Unfriended. Pretty good. Mad Max 2. I love Mad Max. I don't understand why people don't like Mad Max. Mad Max is awesome.
Dystopian stuff is hard for certain people to get into.
In the wrong, they don't like it. It's amazing. George Miller, awesome. Little weird that he's the guy that did Mad Max and Happy Feet. A little strange. But I watched Tom Segura's new special, Teacher. That Sledgehammer was better. It's still funny. 30 minutes or less, pretty underrated. Like Danny McBride, Jesse Eisenberg comedy. I miss Jesse Eisenberg in like strict comedies.
Yeah.
I miss just strict comedies.
Yeah.
Actually, and then I watched RoboCop. Yeah. Fantastic. My criterion of it, but fantastic.
The Tom Segura special, Teacher. I think what I liked a lot more about Sledgehammer is
I always think about the intro when he's like walking out and it's playing the song.
Yes. Yeah, I think what I like about that more is the stories regarding his children.
Yeah,
like those ones are always popping up on my feed.
I thought that was a good one from this show.
Yeah. Yes.
But I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole.
Thing? I mean the whole. Yeah, and the teacher. The duck one was hilarious.
Yeah,
the
duck one was funny.
His kid saying, "Call me teacher."
Yes, the way he talks
about his kids
is so funny, and the voices he uses for his kids is, I think, what makes it super funny. But yeah, I felt like the stories of Sledgehammer were better than this one. Apparently, did you tell me this? He didn't change his he wrote it and then didn't really change much as he was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, apparently it hadn't changed much from, because I guess Bert saw it a year ago, when he started this tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said he was it was already really good at that point, and he didn't really have to change a lot. And I'm pretty sure Tom said that that was one that he did where he felt like it was good. He didn't really have to change too much.
Okay. I'm not saying Teacher was bad. I thought
it was still good.
It was definitely well put together. Everything kind of flowed very good, and it was funny. But I think I laughed way more during Sledgehammer. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot more kind of culturally that he could talk about, because that was also COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I feel like you can't really joke about.
Yeah.
There's not a lot that you can really make a good joke out of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Without with getting a good reaction.
Mm-hmm.
But COVID, you just be I couldn't get toilet paper.
Yeah. I mean, and then I always feel like the family, if you're making jokes about your family or stories that your family did that were funny, I think I prefer those a lot more. So
I think Nate Bargatze, he's pretty good about that.
Yeah, he's funny. I like him a lot.
He has that just that dry sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, his face is
just doesn't move,
expressionless. So it's
He's I really love my family.
Mm-hmm.
It's are you sure?
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it.
Okay, so with this, are we also going to discuss our favorite movies?
Yeah. So we'll go through this one should be fairly quick and easy since there's 3 live action Spider-Man that we're going to talk about. Obviously, there's been some from the 60s, and then the weird
TV shows, the Asian guy that played Spider-Man.
Yeah, is that the one that was
the circular eyes?
Yes.
And then they had the Egyptian.
Yes. And then we'll talk about like favorite TV show adaptations. We'll talk a little bit about the Spider-Verse ones.
Yeah.
But like we're really trying to focus in on Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and go from there.
Well, Dang it! I should have brought my Spider-Man 2 game because we met Yuri Lowenthal,
Yes.
Ben 10, or you might have heard his voice in Spider-Man the Insomniac games.
Yes. We
And
did meet him. That was cool.
yeah, he was really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
It was nice to my son too, because we knew we were gonna like go talk to him and
Yeah.
meet him, so I dressed Jackson as like full in like I think he had a
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man shirt, Spider-Man sweatpants, and he had his Spider-Man shoes on. So, but like he was really nice to
Yeah, he
him,
was like,
so it was
"Whoa,
cool.
I like the outfit."
Yeah, my son was not. I mean, he was what
2.
2, 3? When did we go?
I think we went.
We didn't go in 20. We went in 2023, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, 2024.
I think it was like early January though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just before he turned.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was way before that. I think it was.
I don't think it
I
was
don't know.
2024, but
No,
it was 2023. It was somewhere in 2023.
yeah,
Or
I don't know.
not
We saw him at some
2025.
point.
It was in 2024.
Yeah, we saw him at some point.
Yeah. But he was nice. So we'll kind of go with the live action first and start with your least favorite.
My least favorite.
And you're going to incorporate all movies
Yep.
with them.
Yep.
So it's like an average.
My least favorite is Tom Holland.
Is it really?
Yep.
Why?
I hate Homecoming. Homecoming is
Okay, yeah.
is my least favorite Spider-Man movie. I liked it a lot when it came out, but watching it back now, they almost just don't really. They were kind of still figuring out like the characters. I don't like Flash.
Thompson.
Yeah, I don't like him in that at all. That was just bad. Didn't really make sense.
It fit. I think it fit for like this day and age.
Yeah.
Where it's like petty bullying, not I'm gonna punch you out and bully you that way.
Yeah.
You know, like physical bullying.
I like Far From Home. Far From Home is my favorite of the Tom movies.
Yes, I agree with that.
I just really like Mysterio. Like I've always liked Mysterio since I played Shattered Dimensions as a kid, and I just really wanted to see the Mysterio live action.
It's also the setting. I really enjoy the let's go on a field trip and like they kind of.
I will say
It's a little nostalgic.
the credit songs that they play at the end, very notable. And every single time, like the movie ends and you're like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden it's just like really happy song that somehow makes you feel more sad. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But I will say, I do think Tom Holland is the best written and has the across the board probably is the best. Like critically is the best.
Okay.
I think he's the best actor.
Okay.
I mean, he has the most suits. He has the most story. I mean, the fact that like when you finish No Way Home, like that final ending credit scene, you're like, oh my God, that was all an origin story. Like you really feel like you definitely feel the most emotion from him. But he's just not my favorite, and it's definitely a bias of like what I grew up watching.
Okay.
It's definitely a bias, but like I think is the best.
Okay.
He's the best like amalgamation of being smart while also being a kid, being a hero and stuff like that.
Okay. I would say my lowest, and I think for me they're all really closely.
Yeah, I don't hate
Together.
any of them.
Yeah, no.
The only thing that I'm passionate that I don't like is Homecoming.
Yeah. That was my least favorite Spider-Man movie, by far. But I'm gonna have to say Andrew Garfield only because
He has
of the product of his of the movies itself.
I like TASM too.
I did too. But
Like,
I think
even going to New York and I'm like standing there at Times Square, I'm like, it's pretty cool.
yeah, I just like he does. I think he's a really good Spider-Man.
He felt the most connected to New York.
Yeah,
He felt the most New York like.
Peter Parker. There were parts that I was like falls a little flat, but I do enjoy the story between him and Gwen Stacy. That actually transitioned through both movies instead of just like one, and then I feel like that happens a lot with sequels. Like the the love interest kind of
Sometimes
falls
it will
off.
just disappear.
Yeah,
Like
and
Ted. That was weird.
yeah, and then they mention it, and it's like, well, it kind of ruins the movie a little bit.
Yeah.
But I like his like dorkiness of his Peter Parker.
I think he's definitely the most grounded and the most like personable.
Yeah,
Like he feels more real than the other two.
he would honestly probably be my favorite if we got a third one.
Yeah. But he was too cool.
Yeah, the deleted scene.
But I'm okay with that. Like everything works.
Yeah, the deleted scene where they have his parents or his dad is
Yeah.
alive, that they for some reason decided not to put in there. I think if we would have continued that story into a third one, that would probably be my favorite trilogy.
Yeah, because I think the third one, I definitely think that they were going for the Sinister Six.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it was teased heavily in TASM 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just by the product of how the movies came together and abruptly ended, like he's probably my least favorite, just because of that. But I do think he's a fantastic Spider-Man and
I
pretty
honestly,
good Peter Parker.
I have a hot take about TASM. I feel like I have a lot of hot takes about Spider-Man in general. I hate the TASM 2 suit.
I think that's probably my favorite.
That's probably one of my least favorite.
When I play the Insomniac games, that's the suit I use.
I like never do that. I don't like the head shape.
Okay,
I don't like the face shell. I do like the big eyes. I'm not
the
big.
eyes make it. For me.
I'm not big on the color, and the one thing that like it just completely ruins it. Ignoring all that, like I'm okay with that. The one thing that ruins it for me is the emblem, how low it is, and I feel like the suit just doesn't. That suit doesn't fit his body very well.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
But the TASM 1 suit, I think,
I'd hated that
is
one.
more
That's
fitting
my least
to his.
favorite.
Like it fits better.
Okay.
But I like the TASM 1 suit.
I don't like it at all. I don't like the golden eyes. I don't like the design of like the fabric. I didn't like anything about that suit at all. So yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like the TASM 2 suit. I don't know why.
I like it a lot.
I don't like the back of it. I feel like that also looks weird. I just don't like it.
Okay. What's your next one?
I have to go with Andrew.
Andrew? Okay. Mine would be Tom. Yeah, mine would be Tom. Before it would be like Toby would probably be the least liked. My least liked.
Really?
Yeah, but we'll get there.
But I do think the order of who is like critically the best. My order is completely flipped. I'd say Tom at the top, Andrew, Toby.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
But my favorite is the opposite.
Okay.
I also have hot takes about Toby's trilogy.
Tom, his Spider-Man, I like. I really wish they wouldn't have included him into the Avengers or the MCU.
Okay.
I think it worked well for Civil War.
I remember when they did say Civil War was coming out and Spider-Man was going to be in it. I remember just thinking, like all the time, like Spider-Man being in this world feels very wrong.
It feels weird, yeah, because like
I was like, it doesn't make sense how that would work.
Spider-Man needs to be grounded, in my opinion. The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, not friendly galactic Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I was imagining Toby. Imagine Toby in the Avengers, and I was like, what? And I was like, okay, Andrew Garfield in the Avengers. This just is too. It just makes sense.
It feels weird, but I do agree that Homecoming is my least favorite Tom Holland movie. The only thing that I really enjoyed about Tom in like the MCU is his relationship with Tony Stark. Like the father-son dynamic was really good, and like it worked really well in the end of Infinity War, and then the end of Endgame. But yeah, I prefer him not in the MCU at all. Secret Wars I think will be really good for Tom Holland and his Spider-Man. I think that will probably
I feel like that's
my opinions will probably change.
I think that's going to be the last time that we see him as Spider-Man because they're restarting the MCU, and then it's going to be a while before Spider-Man comes into the picture.
He's getting 3 movies. And
Are they still going to continue?
I think
that?
it's it's Brand New Day is the first one of his next trilogy.
I mean, I'd be okay if they just put Tom in the new universe, but then they just have this whole long. I mean, even that kind of wouldn't make sense because they're restarting. So I don't know if they're starting with X-Men or if they're starting with the first family, Fantastic Four. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't really know how Spider-Man would fit in. I don't understand how it would work to make him the exception. Mm-hmm. Like taking him, putting him in the new world or...
Yeah, I don't know. But I do enjoy having Tom, like the Tom Holland Spider-Man stuff, the multiple different suits that he has throughout his time as Spider-Man.
Well, because people say that Tobey like never gets a new suit. Tobey's suit is different in each movie, slightly, but it's not subtle. Noticeable.
I do wish like he got a different variation of the suit that's more noticeable.
But I do think that's why the black suit is so liked. Because if he had a different suit in each movie, and then in the third one had the black suit, I feel like people really wouldn't talk about it that much.
No.
But I do think the Spider-Man 3, the red and blue, is the best and perfect. I think it is perfect in every way, and it's the best.
Yeah, I want... If he's in Doomsday and Secret Wars, I want him to be in the Last Stand suit. Mm, okay. I like that suit a lot.
The leather jacket? Mm-hmm. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and like a more of a depressive Tobey Maguire.
Because we've had a lot of like different... The one thing I do like about these like Spider-Man is they're all very different. Because I feel like Batman, you really can't get far from that. But like Tobey, as Spider-Man, he's more kind of like the first thing I think of is like weirdly like the Amazing Spider-Man, like the Golden Age kind of like bruiser, kind of like more tough guy, almost like Shattered Dimensions, like that one. How he's kind of like bigger, like just kind of more powerful. But then the Amazing Spider-Man, like Andrew, is more of like the quick witty, like lean, lanky, like ultimate kind of like Spider-Man. And then Tom is just kind of like this new era of Peter Parker.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What I do like about Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is that he actually moves like a spider.
Yeah.
Like in the first one.
Yeah, when he's like crawling.
Yes, and he's crawling around the lizard, and like it's very spider-esque.
The scene where he's in his bedroom right after he got bit, and he's like tweaking out, and he's like noticing the spider on the wall. It reminds me of like ever since I heard the story of how Stan Lee came up with Spider-Man. I think that scene was very like almost like an homage to him because he says that he was like sitting there, and then he's like, I want a guy. He like saw a bug on the wall, like crawling. He's like, I want a guy that can do that. And then he's like, Flyman, no. And then Spider-Man just like rolled off, and he's like, I like that. But and then people were like, no one likes spiders. No one will like this guy. But I kind of view like that scene reminds me of like that story that he tells.
Yeah, and now he's probably the most recognizable superhero.
And I will say, I do think
Superman and Batman.
Yeah, I do think that he has the best like moment with a kid because I feel like that's kind of like Spider-Man's thing. I think he has the best like scene with because Tobey kind of like he'll help out like a kid here and there, but in like kind of getting like the true definition or like the psychology of Spider-Man's character, the kid at the end of TASM 2 when he's like standing out there with the mask. In TASM 1 also when the kid is like in the car that's on fire and he hands on the mask and he's like put it on and like showing him that like anyone can be Spider-Man. Yeah. Like it's not who's under the mask. Symbol. It's like anyone can be Spider-Man. That's why like you don't see any part of him. That's why it's completely covered because it could be anyone. And I feel like he has the best scenes and the best way of like showing that in both those movies. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do think that I would like to think if in his timeline that's how like if Miles is in that world, I like to think in like my own like headcanon that's how Miles becomes Spider-Man because he did that for him. Yeah. Like a moment when he was younger. Yeah, that's true. That'd be cool. Yeah. And then like the kid with the science project with like the little fans and stuff. I feel like he like is the truest to like Spider-Man being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Right. Yeah. Yeah. But I will say Tom is more friendly in his neighborhood. Like he's more like kind of buddies with people.
Right.
Like when he goes
That's
down to
true,
the
yeah.
shop and then the guy's like, "How's your aunt?" And then he like says in Spanish, "How's your daughter?"
Yeah.
Like he's more like just kind of he's friendly
Right.
in his neighborhood, but and then like him helping out with like the kids' math homework or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's more of like the hero.
Right. Yeah, I agree. But I guess we.
And then Toby just like saved those two kids from that were running with ice cream from getting hit by that
True.
truck.
Yes, and we agree that Toby.
Mikey talks about that scene a lot when he like saves those kids. It's the stunt double.
Okay.
And the stunt double is so much bigger than Toby.
Okay,
So for like a split second, he's just like
ginormous. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we agree that Toby's the best live action Spider-Man.
But
I've hated Tobey Maguire for the longest time. Which made me not necessarily like the Spider-Man movies.
Every time I hear Tobey Maguire's name, I just think of Tropic Thunder, the opening scene when it's showing all the trailers, and I was like, Academy Award winner, Best Kisser, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, yeah. I've always, for some reason, there's just something about like him that I just don't like. But I think one of his best roles is in The Great Gatsby. And I think that's kind of like where I started to kind of turn around.
People say Brothers.
Brothers, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, but
I understand when people do it, and it like doesn't bother me. I mean, you do it, but the one thing that I hated about Brothers is the military stuff was so off.
Oh,
and just bad.
Actually, I was gonna, because I think, what did I tell? One of the last episodes we did, we talked about totally off topic.
It was one battle after another.
Yeah. And like it really bothered me, like the military stuff. And I said in that episode that I think that like you're not like Hollywood isn't allowed to fully adapt military uniforms or aspects to it. But I was actually wrong because I looked it up because we're watching Rizzoli and Isles, and there's an episode where somebody in the army gets killed or something like that, and then they talk to everybody's friend, like who he was friends with in the military and stuff, and like it turns out like they were deployed together and stuff like that, and there were so many things that like really just bothered me. I really make Elizabeth mad when we watch stuff like this because I'm like, why can't you just get it right? And for the longest time I thought it was because Hollywood wasn't allowed to do that because it would be like some type of stolen valor. That's actually not the case. There was actually a Supreme Court case that said that Hollywood can accurately depict military uniforms, anything regarding the military because it is a part of freedom of speech. So anybody in Hollywood that is making a movie or a TV show and has military aspects to it, if you do not get it right, there's something like that's just being lazy because it is a quick Google search to figure out how a military uniform is put together. Because in this episode of Rizzoli and Isles, they were interrogating this one soldier. And first of all, it bothered me that they went on deployment for like 9 months. They've been in the military for several years and they were still privates. Like at that point, you're at least a specialist, like in E4 and stuff like that. I know I'm going on a whole tangent here, but like it just bothers me so much that like it's not hard to just take a picture and look at like you don't have to get the awards correct, but at least get a rank correct and know the ranks. Because like if you're gonna have a military guy and in uniform and he has the either no rank, which really irritates me, or he has like a specialist rank and you're calling him sergeant or lieutenant, like that, like it's a quick Google search. Do it right. Because like it irks me so much. And so like they're interrogating this guy and then I noticed, and it really irritated me, but his name tapes were switched. So it's always the whatever branch you're in goes over your heart. And then your name goes on the other side. So his name was over his heart, and then the U.S. Army was on the other side. And it bothered me so much. And it just, it bothers me when Hollywood doesn't get military stuff correct.
I do think that that Brothers had probably one of the worst like military like adaptation to it. Like to the point where I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Maybe I watched it before I joined. I don't remember. When did the movie come out?
Like 20 after tens, I think. Maybe
Okay.
9.
Okay, yeah, yeah, definitely way before. So I probably didn't notice it. Maybe if I watched it now, I'd probably be really irritated. But yeah, it's not it's not hard to get it right. And like when I was researching it, it was like, oh, they might not have time or whatever, or like they don't think it's important, but it is important because if you're gonna depict anybody in the military, do it depict it correctly because I am and I might be the only one that thinks this, but it's like I feel like it's a disrespect thing that you don't think take doing what the military does seriously or how they do things seriously just for purposes of a movie. I understand if it's like a one episode thing and it's like one person dressed up as in uniform or whatever, but if half your movie or half your TV series is based solely around military purposes, get it right.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it reminded me. I feel like saying it's not
If you
that
need help,
big a
hire me.
deal. If you're saying, oh, it's not that big a deal, it's kind of like the same thing with the Flash movie when the director was like, "Oh, the CGI doesn't matter if it's good or bad as long as it's like something."
Yeah,
But then
no.
everyone's like, "That's just stupid." It's also kind of like writing. Like if you don't want to add like these little details or these little like character tropes or these like you don't want to like give your character like a character, it just takes away from it. Like I don't know why, but the one thing like just the like level of detail to the point where you can't see it.
Hmm.
That's what makes it good is all that build up because it all combines but then you don't as a viewer you don't really understand why but it all just makes sense and I don't know why but it reminded me of Seven, the scene where Somerset goes to Mill's house for the first
Okay,
time
yeah.
and he's uh they're sitting there and all of a sudden the table starts rattling and then Gwyneth Paltrow and Brad Pitt both grab their glasses off the table, and they're just kind of used to it.
Hmm.
And then the whole place is rattling, and he's like, "There's a subway station right above us, and they didn't tell us until we moved in." And then so him and they're like working, and then he asks for a glass of wine, and then he literally pours a glass, like a normal glass of wine, and then so he's drinking it, whatever. And then the train comes by, they're both working, and there's just such like an incredible level of detail to every David Fincher movie.
Hmm.
But he picks up the glass, and he's still like writing, and then it like takes him out of it for a second,
Hmm.
and then he's like, oh wait, yeah, I'm here, and then he like looks at the glass, and then he's like, wait, what the hell? This is like in a literal glass, and it just takes him out, and he's like, what the hell? And then just goes back to it. And a lot of people like wouldn't really you won't pick that up like watching that, but then like all those details just add up.
Hmm.
Or even like with CGI, like if there's like a building crashing down, and like you're adding like desks, laptops, whatever, like all these like little stuff that would like all this debris, it builds up, and you might not notice it, but it is there.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Details matter to people, and if you're gonna get them wrong, at least make it subtle.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, oh. And another thing that bothers me about when they depict military stuff is like if they don't wear their service caps or PCs we call them outside, or if they're wearing them indoors. Nothing makes me more mad. Like if you're not an MP and they're just like wearing their PCs inside, nothing bothers me more. It just get it right. Get it right. You can. Since 1970, you can. With I don't know how to say the name, but it's SCAT, SCHACHT versus United States. This is the Supreme Court case. Happened in 1970 that said that because of freedom of speech, Hollywood can depict military aspects accurately in military uniforms accurately. Do it right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to go to our intermission, do this game, and then
Intermission game.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's do our Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. You want me to go first this time?
Yeah, I actually
Ooh.
like doing this.
Yeah. I like this one more than the other one.
Yeah.
This one, this is I think the other two are normal. After this one, I'm sorry, I'm messing with you a little bit.
Oh gosh. Okay.
To ensure the eviction of newly arrived and bothersome fairy tale creatures from his beloved swamp, an ogre sets out on a quest to rescue a princess. Yep. A college student interviews a billionaire businessman, and the two begin a highly charged affair.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yep. I was really surprised that you got that. I don't think I would have gotten that. A famous monster hunter and his partner battle Count Dracula and his ally Frankenstein's monster. You watched this not that long ago.
Say it again.
A famous monster hunter.
Oh, Van Helsing.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think is the highest?
Let's see what we got. 50 Shades, Van Helsing. What was the other one?
Shrek.
Shrek. It's either Shrek or 50 Shades.
Shrek.
Shrek, yeah. Lot. By a lot? Okay. And then 50 Shades, and then Van Helsing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Van Helsing's, the CGI of the werewolf still holds up to this day. It's actually, it's noticeably bad, but it's, fairly good for its time. Shrek is a 95.
Less.
89.
Slightly less.
87.
Higher.
88.
Yeah. Yeah. Audience
Okay.
score 90.
Okay. 50 Shades is probably a 82. 45.
Way lower.
30.
Lower.
25.
Slightly lower.
24.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And the audience score 41. Apparently Dakota Johnson, I don't know if it was for the first one, but she got whiplash during one of the intimate scenes. It's kind of funny. I mean, it's not funny, but
I think I only watched parts of it.
I had not seen it. I'm okay.
Yeah. I don't know how. I wonder how well it adapted to the book.
I don't want to indulge
in
it.
I don't want to care that much, but
I don't want to indulge in either form of media.
Yeah. Charlie Hunnam was supposed to play the main character, the main guy.
I'm kind of glad he didn't.
Yeah, it was. I think he was doing.
Speaking of Charlie Hunnam, I saw a picture of you the other day, and I was like,
of me?
Yeah, and I was like, wow, I wonder what show you were watching at the time.
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm trying to get back to now. We'll see. Yes, I was watching Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy is probably my favorite show of all time.
Wonder why, considering your son's name?
Yes. My son is named after Jax Teller. Not for the murderous aspect of it, but
for the drugs
his name is Jackson, spelled Jaxson. But I call him Jax, Jackie Boy, which is common nicknames for Jax Teller in Sons of Anarchy. Chips calls him Jackie Boy. And so so I've always liked that.
I can't wait till he's older, and then you have to be like, I named you after this show.
Yeah, well, Connor, our baby that should be arriving any day now, we named him Connor. Elizabeth liked the name, but I was going off of Superboy. It's not spelled the same because we went OR instead of ER, but
I do feel like ER doesn't really make that much sense.
Yeah, we did our maternity photos, and Elizabeth posted them on Facebook. And one of my old Army buddies, he commented and something about are you keeping it in the Bruce Wayne family? And I was and I commented back, and
Kent?
I was like, more so the Kents. We're naming him Connor, and he's like, nice. Yeah.
Okay. Van Helsing.
Van Helsing is a 12.
Higher.
15.
Higher.
19.
Higher.
20.
Higher.
21.
Higher.
23.
Slightly higher.
24.
It is also a 24.
Really?
50 Shades of Grey is 24. Audience score is 41. Van Helsing is a 24 with an audience score of 57.
Okay.
Those are the two that I duped you on, I think.
Okay.
Oh, no, never mind. There's one more.
Okay. Well, I kind of went on...
Oh, no, there's two more. Okay.
All right. After storming the beaches of Normandy, a group of American soldiers are
Saving Private Ryan.
Yes. Probably one of the most accurately depicted military versions of a movie.
I remember my teacher in middle school told me to watch it, and I was like, okay. I've been wanting to watch this for a while.
It's a
First
long movie,
scene,
but it's good.
His guts are falling out. The guy's looking for his arm. I was like,
yeah.
What the hell? It's a great movie, though.
I love that movie.
Oh, Nathan Fillion is so funny.
Yes.
He had a great, like, breath of fresh air after just seeing, like, everyone die.
Yes,
And then,
yeah.
Are my brothers okay? They're in, like, kindergarten.
Yeah. All right. You might get this one fairly quickly. An affluent banker's bride-to-be seduces his best friend, which sends the banker into an emotional tailspin.
Is it Truman Show?
No.
Banker?
An affluent banker's bride-to-be seduces his best friend, which sends the banker into an emotional tailspin.
Do I own this movie?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yes.
Banker? A banker?
Think of it as 2 movies, but not sequel movies.
Like a part 1? Part 2?
No. It's like there's the movie, and then there's another movie.
Oh my god. Is this American Psycho?
No. I'll give you one more guess. We watched it, and I was like, huh? We watched the other movie, and I was like, huh?
Oh my god. Wait, is this the other movie, or is this the movie?
The movie.
This is The Room.
Yes.
I have The Room.
And the other movie is...
The Disaster Artist.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, that threw me off for a second.
Yeah. I thought you were going to get it real easily.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening.
You did get The Room for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I think that's funny that, like, I was like, they're like, oh, what movies did you get? And I'm like, oh, I got this great movie. And then I get really excited. I got the worst movie of all time. The Room.
Surprisingly, according to Rotten Tomatoes, it's not.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That was the first card? No, that was the second.
Card. This sport brings a group of neighborhood kids together as
It's Sandlot, but
Yeah.
I immediately thought basketball.
Basketball? Yeah.
For some reason.
Baseball?
No, I thought of Basketball, the movie.
Yes,
the
okay.
South Park one.
Yeah.
You said sport, and I was like, do they have basketball in here?
Yeah. So
we have
Sandlot, The Room, Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan, Sandlot, The Room.
Yes.
Saving Private Ryan, it's in the 90s?
Yes.
94.
Close. Lower.
3.
Yeah.
Audience score? 87.
95. Yeah.
And then
Sandlot.
with Sandlot, audience score's got to be like 80s, 90s.
80s, yeah.
86, 88.
89.
Critic score? 81.
Lower.
79.
Lower.
70.
Lower.
65.
64. Yeah.
That is
surprising. It's a
wrong.
great movie.
Why is that not recommendable?
I mean, it's not like...
The
it's
Great
not
Bambino.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. I watched it
Beast.
recently. Yeah. All right.
I mean, S'mores. Like, every time I think about S'mores, I just think of that movie.
Yeah.
Killing me, S'mores. Everyone used to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I knew everyone had a shirt that said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
All right.
then
The Room.
The Room, 21,
Higher.
34,
Lower.
30.
All right. 26 for critic score. What's the audience score?
It's higher.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 60s,
No, lower.
50s,
Lower.
40s,
Yeah. It's going to be in the 40s.
42.
47.
Jack, you. Oh.
Yeah. I'm really surprised you didn't get that one, like, right away.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. That was weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap up.
What's
the
your-
Spider-Man? Let's
Oh,
talk about the
wait.
favorite. What?
I have a letterbox list of my favorite to least favorite.
Okay.
Forgot about this. So,
Obviously, least favorite is Homecoming.
yep. So I think this is like one of my first lists. Yeah. All right. Ooh. I'm gonna have to revise this, but so I'll rank each trilogy first.
Okay.
So obviously Toby, Andrew, Tom, but Tom's I say Far From Home, No Way Home, Homecoming.
I agree.
Then I say TASM 1, TASM 2.
No, TASM 2, TASM 1.
Really? TASM
Yeah.
2 is your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the suit and the origin story stuff. I don't like origin stories.
That's fair.
I don't like it.
And then Toby's, I'm going to say Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is your least favorite?
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 is my favorite, and then it depends. Honestly, it depends on the day, on whether or not Spider-Man 1 is second or Spider-Man 3 is second.
I just think
I don't think Spider-Man 3 is a bad movie.
I don't either. I like Venom. Like I love the character of Venom, and I'm okay
The suit it wasn't great.
Like I'm okay that that's what we got.
For the time, it made sense.
I mean, it looks amazing. Like with the whole like the church scene, like definitely like
and
just amazing.
Pulling the symbiote off, like it works.
Just Eddie's Venom was weird.
Yes,
but I like Sandman. I like Venom. I love like Harry Osborn in these movies. Like is like easily like the second best part of these movies.
Yes,
and then I like Green Goblin. I think Green Goblin's the best villain, and to me, Doc Ock is just not for me like as good as the others. But I mean overall he is obviously a better villain than like critically than like objectively is a better villain than Sandman and Venom and Harry in the third one. But favoritism wise,
what really bothers me about, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with like the actors or the movie, it's like just the character herself as Mary Jane. I cannot stand Mary Jane in any adaptation.
Well, this one I just didn't like her because she just doesn't care about Peter.
She never cares about Peter. Like never, ever. Like she's just a selfish person.
Yeah. And this one I think she's definitely the most selfish because she just falls in love with him only because he is Spider-Man.
Yeah, like she is the absolute worst, and like it's hard to like. She's not likable at all, and it's weird because like she's a love interest and stuff like that. But even like the Insomniac Mary Jane, like she's better than that. But I hate playing those. I don't
like the character remodels. I don't know why they kept doing that. I don't like them. I prefer the original ones.
I did.
I think people are complaining that Peter looks old. I think that makes sense.
His hair bothers me. His hair is weird on the original.
But I mean, it makes sense that he looks old. Like if you're Spider-Man, you're gonna go through a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that he's like 20, like in his late 20s.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And I think he's like 26, maybe 28.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that he looks about 10 years older, 10 years older.
Yeah. But Mary Jane in the Tobey movies is the worst character in all three.
Yeah.
I hate her so much. I hate the Mary Jane.
I love all the Daily Bugle stuff. Selfish. J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, he's so good.
Like. Maybe I was too hard on Spider-Man. Maybe he is the hero we needed. And then he takes back the suit. I need pictures.
He's a menace. Yeah, but yeah, it's weird.
These pictures are garbage. I give you $50 for them. Like every scene in it is just perfect.
Yeah,
garbage, trash, terrible, awful. I give you $50 for them.
I'm surprised by your ranking of Tobey's movies. Yeah.
I got a few hot takes about Spider-Man. So for this, okay, here's my list of all of them. Homecoming.
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse.
That's the first one?
Second one.
Second one? Yeah, okay, yeah.
TASM 2.
No. TASM 1.
No Way Home.
No. TASM 2.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So my thing with critically, Into the Spider-Verse would probably be number one.
It's a really good movie.
It's really good, but to me it's just not like, doesn't have that rewatchable factor.
Yeah.
And like with Spider-Man, I grew up, like everyone grew up watching Spider-Man, so like I just have a natural bias to like what I liked as a kid. Then Spider-Man 2. Far From Home.
I'd say Spider-Man and then No Way Home.
So the Far From Home, Spider-Man 3.
Okay, yeah.
TASM.
What do I have left? I don't know.
And then my number one is Spider-Man, 2002.
Okay.
One thing that's really
Far
interesting.
From Home was probably my favorite out of all of them.
Really? Looking at like a lot of the promotional posters, it's like really, it's sad, but it's really cool seeing like all the Twin Tower like promotional stuff. Because there was supposed to be like a whole scene where he like webs someone up in between the towers.
Yeah.
and then there's like a bunch of posters where you see it in the reflection, and then I think there was like it was supposed to like tie into the story somehow.
Yeah, and then September 11th happened. They had to nix that all together.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really cool seeing those like posters with the like having them in there and stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
I think it's a good way to memorialize it now.
Yeah,
so,
but I also love the graphics from the first one, like the opening credits graphics.
Yes.
Like it leads into the real spider web, and we see Peter running for the bus. Biggest issue: all the kids look 40. But
I mean,
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yeah. We're a little disagree on a few, but for the most part, I think we're pretty on par with each other.
I mean, one thing from like Sam Raimi, just kind of, I don't know. I think of him as a moment director. Like he has these big moments that these singular like moments kind of linger with you. Like the first Spider-Man, I immediately think of the opening credit graphics, and then it's almost like he doesn't have one-liners. He does, but like it's almost like the scene itself is a one-liner. And he has that scene. He obviously has the Norman transformation scene. It's almost like every other scene in that movie is just iconic.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man 2 for me just doesn't really have a lot of those. I only think the train.
The train, yeah.
And that's kind of it. I don't really care for like the final part of the third act.
I mean, I like the dynamic between Peter and Doc Ock.
Yeah, I like that.
Their dynamic is really good, like mentor mentee, and then Doc Ock, like his reason for doing what he's doing, obviously like the
killing
the
his
mind
wife
warp,
on
but then
accident.
doing it for a good reason overall. I think that's where villains thrive in superheroes is like they think they're doing something good.
One thing,
like Freeze, Mr. Freeze is like a good example. Like he's trying to like help his wife, but like he's doing it.
He gets like blindsided.
Yeah,
but I just feel like his like Doc Ock's arc was too quick from him turning bad. And then Sandman also makes sense because I mean he just wants to like get bread, just food for his daughter, money. And then Eddie Brock just gets bullied by Peter.
Yeah, I wish they did Eddie Brock better.
Yeah, I mean actually,
Alan Richardson would play a really good Eddie Brock. I think
Toby almost like causes all of his villains.
He does, yeah.
Except for I don't know about Green Goblin, but
yeah, and all but Sandman die.
Yeah.
So he pretty indirectly kills them all too.
Yeah. Very weird. Oh my god, I saw a thing the other day about like a VFX breakdown, and the third one when Eddie Brock kills himself, you briefly see a glimpse of his skeleton.
Yeah.
And they really just wanted to hone in that he is gone.
Yes.
He is gone. I do think his death is so much more brutal in the game. I was like, oh my god. Like he falls like on his back, like on the spikes.
Yeah. Way more. Yeah.
Who's your favorite villain of all of them?
Green Goblin.
Yeah.
I think
the original suit design was crazy for Green Goblin.
I wish they did a more like mutated version of it, but I think like Green Goblin being like an arch nemesis type. I don't think Green Goblin is Spider-Man's greatest villain. I haven't read any Spider-Man comics yet, so
really?
Yeah. I mean, I've just recently started reading comics. So.
No, I mean, you don't think he's his greatest villain? Would you say it's Venom?
I think it's a really close like ranking between Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Venom.
Okay.
But I think it also depends on the story.
I do think Green Goblin is like the one.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely up there. I don't know. Maybe it'll change if I start reading like Spider-Man comics, and we'll see. But
I do feel like his is a little weird. It's a little different because like you could say like the Flash. No, actually, like Batman, his arch enemy is the Joker, but like his I guess like closest like rival would be like Prometheus or like Bane.
Bane, yeah.
Because they're more like the kind of like the opposite of him. How the Reverse Flash is the opposite of the Flash, and Green Goblin is just kind of like his niche is not really connected to his. But like Bane, like the cool thing about Batman is he's the brain and the brawn, and Bane is also that.
Yes.
And then Prometheus is like literally the opposite of Batman.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Do you prefer web cartridges or Toby's? It comes out of him.
I always think that scene is just. I always think that it's just that up and away web.
Yeah. It's good nods to like other stuff.
Yeah, I mean the web cartridges are better for Peter's character. I feel like.
I think it worked really well in No Way Home. Where
Yeah.
it's like, that's coming out of you?
Yeah, and it's cool. It makes sense to like how he swings too, because he uses both at the same time. Because he can just.
Yeah.
And it made sense for the plot of the second one.
Where he loses.
I mean, I would rather probably have the cartridges because I wouldn't want just holes in my wrists.
Yeah.
But yeah, go with that. I mean, superhero movie. It's so funny. Where did you get that cut? I met a girl on Craigslist. Where'd you get that? I met a guy on Craigslist.
Yeah.
We got people who can run through walls. We got people who can think that they can run through walls.
Such a good movie.
And then when he's like sitting, he's like, "Oh man, that mask is so cool. How do you see?" And he's like, "How do you breathe in that?" And he's like,
Yeah.
or the like the Human Torch just showing up, and he's like, "Oh man, this is my gargoyle. All right, scoot over." And then he's like, "What do you do?" I watch this. Flame on. He's like, "Well, that's cool." He's like, "Oh, I'm on fire."
Oh, fire.
That's such a dumb movie.
Or
like when he's like,
good.
Titanium, carbon weave, steel, whatever, and he's like, "They can cut through diamonds. I'm not wearing any diamonds." Like it's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I bet you $100 you can't land a punch. And then he punches Kevin Hart, and he's like, "Nah." Or he's like, "Shoot the nail gun, or like whatever. I can like dodge or whatever." And like staples, like shoots Kevin Hart's hand into the table, and he's like, "I like this game. We should keep doing it."
Yeah, that's such a good movie. It's so stupid. Yeah. All right.
Well, that's all we got. You can join us for movie news and see our other social medias and our other listening platforms at the top of the description. And I believe there's a hero in all of us.